Hi friends, welcome to Think Beyond Success Online English. In today's video, we are going to learn what are verbs, types of verbs, forms of verbs, regular verbs, irregular verbs, main verb, helping verb, auxiliary verbs, and some examples of it. So let's learn without further ado. Allow me to share my screen. Friends, I believe my screen is visible to you. So today we are going to learn verbs. So what are verbs? First we'll understand what are verbs. So as you could see in the picture, okay, there are some activities happening. The doggy is laughing. The man is sleeping. Okay, here again they are discussing, they are communicating and again laughing. Again communicating, talking. Here it is flying. Here eating, painting, eating, writing, reading. As you see, there are several activities like reading, writing, painting, flying, sleeping, talking, laughing. So all these are activities. So some action is being performed in every slide here. So let's see what are verbs. Verbs are nothing but the action word in a sentence. So the action word in a sentence is known as verb. Let's see what kind of action is happening. So as you see here in the picture, the man is walking. Okay, so here physical action is being carried out, eating, okay, sleeping, all this. Here it is dancing. So all this, what is the action? Action is being performed and it is a physical action. Okay, physical action verbs are those that are carried out by our body parts. Physical action verbs are those that are carried out by our body parts. They are the visible action carried out by the noun or pronoun. For example, dance, sing, walk, sleep, eat, run, play, hit, cut. Any action that is being performed by noun or pronoun and the action is visible action, that is known as physical action verbs. So these verbs are known as action verbs. Action verbs means that shows the action being performed by the doer. Now let's learn what are mental action verbs. Okay, as we learn action verb, that is physical action verb, and now we have one other category, that is mental action verbs. Mental action verb is also known as stative verbs. Okay, so here what action here you could see here in the picture, here thinking action. So here again recalling, thinking, recalling, sleeping, dreaming. Okay, dreaming. Here you see guessing something. Okay, so thinking, guessing, recalling, dreaming, all these things are actions performed by mind. Okay, mental action verbs are those that happen inside our brain. They are the invisible action carried out by the noun or pronoun. Okay, who is the noun or pronoun? Noun or pronoun is the doer of the action. And the doer of the action is not performing the action with the body. So the action is happening inside the mind. Doer of the action is either thinking or guessing or dreaming or recalling something. So all these actions are invisible action that is taking place, but it is not visible. It is happening in the mind. I hope mental action is clear to you. So now again we have one more action, that is state of being. So what are state of being? State of being verbs are also called inactive verbs. They tell you the state or the existence of the situation. They do not express any activity at all. For example, am, is, are, was, were, have, had, will, shall, all these are state of being. For example, I am a student. I am a teacher. She was a student. She was the teacher. She will be a doctor. So all this am, is, are, was, were, have, has, will, shall, all these are State of being tells about state of being. Here no action is being performed, but this verbs tells the state of being, like what the individual is, like whether the individual is a human being. Okay, I'm a human being. It is an animal. Okay, so am, is, are, was, were, will, shall, all these are verbs again that tells the state of being. So what we learn action verbs, mental verbs, and state of being verbs. So action verbs shows the physical action, for example eat, walk, run, talk. Okay, and mental action verbs, that is action verb and non-action verbs. Non-action verbs can be mental action verbs, like for example dream, think, recall, guess. All these are mental action verbs. And we have one more type of verb, that is state of being verb, that shows the state of being of an individual or any object. I hope this far is clear to you. Okay, so before we proceed further, I would like to ask you one question. Can we speak without a subject? Okay, who is a subject? A subject is the one who carries out the action. Okay, a subject is one who is performing the action, doer of the action. Okay, can we speak a sentence without a subject? Okay, so just type it in the comment box. Can we make a sentence? Can we speak a sentence without a subject? Yes, we can speak without a subject. So in some cases, like subject is understood. Who is a subject? For example, I am there and I am teaching to one student, not many students, and I'm teaching to one student, and that student is sitting opposite to me, and I ask that student, please mute. Okay, so when I'm telling please mute, that means I'm not taking Raj, mute yourself. I'm telling here please mute yourself. Okay, when I'm telling please mute yourself, that is understood that I'm asking Raj. Okay, so no need me to tell the subject. So without subject also we can make sentence. For example, here it is, please close the door. So I am not telling Raj, please close the door. Since Raj is there nearby me and I'm asking please close the door, it is understood that I asked Raj to close the door. Okay, switch on the fan. Okay, I'm not telling Raj switch on the fan. I'm telling him switch on the fan. So it is understood by Raj that okay, I asked him to switch on the fan. Okay, come here. Okay, speak softly, do this. So here we are not taking the subject name because subject is understood. Okay, can we speak without an object? So as I asked you, can we speak without a subject? Okay, so now here my next question is, can we speak without an object? Okay, you know what is object? Object gives the clarity to the sentence. Okay, object is the receiver of the action. Yes, we can speak without an object. Okay, so the answer is yes, we can speak without an object. For example, here I am telling I am running. I am running here, I am not telling where I am running. Okay, I am running a marathon, or I am running in the park. Okay, or I am running in the field. Where it is, object is not mentioned, but even though it is making sense, it is understood that I'm running. Though it is not giving more clarity, but yes, it is giving some sense that some action is being performed by me. I am playing. I'm not telling I'm playing chess, I'm playing tennis, I'm playing cricket, I'm playing carom. I'm not mentioning the object, okay, but I'm telling here I am playing. Okay, so it is making sense. Okay, though it is not making complete sense, but yes, it is making sense. I am talking, I am sleeping, I am eating. So yes, I can make sentence without an object. But my next question is, can we make a sentence without verb? That means without an action in the sentence, can we make a sentence? So what is your answer? Please comment and let me know. Without subject, yes, we can make a sentence. Without object, yes, we can make a sentence. No verb, no sentence. So here my answer is, without verb we cannot make a sentence. And next thing is that right verb, right sentence, wrong verb, wrong sentence. So imagine that you make a mistake in subject instead of Raj you told Simran. Okay, Raj is sleeping instead of Raj, imagine that you told Simran is sleeping. So you made a mistake in subject, but sentence is correct, absolutely correct. There is no wrong. Nobody can identify mistake in this sentence. Instead of Raj is sleeping, you told Simran is sleeping. So sentence again it is right. It is not wrong sentence. Imagine that object place you made a mistake. I am teaching English. So instead of I am teaching English, imagine that I told I am teaching maths. Okay. So here I made a mistake in object, but sentence is right. Nobody can identify mistake. But imagine that you make a mistake in verb. Yes, everyone, anybody who has a good knowledge of English can identify that you made a mistake. Okay, you are not a fluent English speaker. So you should be very careful when you are using verb. You should know which verb to use at which place. So you should have to have a good understanding of verb, and you should know how to use verb appropriate place. Can you have a car without an engine? Okay, so you can just imagine a car. Okay, and the car is very beautiful car. It is very costly car, expensive car. The car is very beautifully designed. All luxury is there in that car, but the car is not having engine. Can you use that car? So you cannot use that car without an engine. The car cannot perform its action of driving without engine. Similarly, we cannot frame a sentence without verb. Okay, without verb we cannot frame a sentence. So I request you to try making a sentence without verb. So just keep subject and object and don't use verb in it. For example, I English. I'm not telling here I teach English. So just if I tell I English, what does it make any sense? Like I English doesn't give any sense. I cricket. Okay, I'm not telling I play cricket or I enjoy cricket. So I'm just giving here just subject and object without verb. So it doesn't give any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So we cannot make a sentence without verb. So which part of the sentence is very, very crucial, very essential, very important when you communicate? So the subject also important, object also important, but the main part without which we cannot make a sentence is verb. So you should be very, very conscious, very focused to verb. How to identify verb in a sentence? How can we make out which is the verb part in this sentence? So to identify verb in a sentence, we should know the function of verb in a sentence. So the function of verb in a sentence is verbs tells you the action, verbs gives you the action in a sentence, and verbs tell you the time of the action. So these two things verb does. What verb does? Verb does the action and verb gives you the time of an action. How to identify verb in a sentence? So in this sentence you see sky is blue. Our sky is a subject, okay, and blue is an object. Now here is a verb here, okay. What is telling here? Is this telling the time of an action? So when sky is blue in this sentence, you see it is describing, it is not an action oriented sentence, it is a describing sentence, okay. So here something is being described, and what is being described? Sky is being described, okay, is tells the present time. Whenever we use is, am, are, it tells present time, and was, were tells past time, and will, shall, will tell future time, okay. So when we are telling here is, when we are using is here in the sentence, is telling the time, and time is present time. So here we got to know that verb can tell time. And here you see cat killed a rat. The sentence is, now second sentence is cat killed a rat. So can you identify in this sentence what time the action is performed. So here one action, the action in this sentence is clear, that killing action. So but when I told cat killed a rat, it tells the time also. It doesn't tell only time, but it also tells the time of an action. Okay, killed is past time because we use V2 form of verb. We'll explain what is V2 form of verb, past form of verb. So when we use past form of verb, it not only tell that action is being performed, what action is being performed, what time the action is being performed, whether it is present time, past time, or future time. So yes, what is the main thing verb does is action, and secondly time. Cat is killing the rat. So here again is telling time, and killing, okay, at moment the action is being performed. In a sentence there can be a time and there can be an action. Cat is killing the rat. Cat is killing the rat. In this sentence, you see, we can see the action. What action? Killing action is happening, and it is happening right now. Okay, at moment it is happening because we have the time describing verb, that is. So cat is killing the rat. She is a beautiful girl. So here in both the sentence we have verb. She is a beautiful girl. Okay, in first sentence there is an action happening, okay, killing action, and it is present action. Some action is ongoing action. And in second sentence it is describing sentence. She is a beautiful girl. So again it is present time. In both the sentence it is present time. Note, it is mandatory that every sentence verb gives you time. In every sentence verb gives you time. Verb tells you time. Every sentence it is mandatory. Without time describing, verb cannot perform its action. But it is not mandatory that every sentence verb gives you action. In some sentence verb can only give time. Without time just performing action, that is not possible. So now let's meet our verb family. How many members in the family we will see. Okay, in verb family there are 5 members. So you could assume that verb family there are 5 children. Okay, mother is there, that is root form of verb. Okay, and mother is having 5. Okay, what are 5 kids? Base V1. Okay, V1 is base form of verb or root form of verb. The first child name is V1, the second child name is V2, the third child name is V3, and the fourth child name is V4, and the fifth child name is V5. V1 is base form of verb. V2 is past form of verb. V3 is past participle form of verb. V4 is present participle form of verb, and V5 is present verb, that is singular form of verb. Okay, so we will understand each verb in detail in upcoming slides. But you just keep it in mind that in verb family, verb has 5 kids. Okay, and 5 kids names are V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. Okay, so what is V1? Base form of verb. Okay, whenever we tell go, come, eat, sleep, that is a base form. From that the other forms emerge. And V2 is past form of verb. For example, went, did, spoke, wrote. So all these are past form of verb. Okay, whenever we talk about past, we use V2. Okay, whenever we talk about present, we use V1. And V3 is past participle. Past participle like we use whenever we are talking about perfect tense, perfect action. Okay, so I will explain you this in upcoming slides where we use past participle like. And V4 present participle. Present participle always like present participle is V1 plus ing is present participle. Like sometimes whenever we want to tell some action is ongoing action. Okay, for example, reading, writing, sleeping, eating, talking, walking. So some ongoing action is there, any action is in progress, we use V4 form of verb. And V5 form of verb we use, again it is a present. You may get confused. V1 also we use for present, and V5 also we use for present. V1 form of verb we use when the subject is plural. So, and V5 we use when the subject is singular. Singular means we are talking about any one object, any one place, any one person. For example, if we are talking about Raj, I can say like, okay, I go to market, we go to market, they go to market, you go to market. But when we are talking about Raj, Simran, or any one person or any one object, we use V5 form of verb. For example, Raj goes to market. I go to market, we go to market, you go to market, they go to market. With I, we, you, they, we use first form of verb. And V5 we use when our subject is singular subject, like for example, one boy, he, one girl, she, or one object, it, we use V5 form of verb. And to use V5 form of verb, we add with verb either yes or es. A V5 form of verb and V1 form of verb, you will get more clarity when I explain about subject verb agreement. I will explain in a separate video. Let's not get more confused. So just keep it in mind that verb family, there are 5 kids. Kids names are V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. There are 3 main types of verbs. Okay, actually there are 2 types of verbs. One is regular verb and one is irregular verb. But I have, as far as my understanding, I have created this one more form of verb, that is simple verb, so that you get more clarity. Generally, there are people in English grammar, they tell they have 2 types of verb, that is regular verb and irregular verb. But I have classified into 3 forms, that is regular verb, irregular verbs, and simple verbs. So you will get to know why I have classified it to simple verbs. So first we'll understand what are regular verbs. For regular verbs, to change its form from V1 to V2 and V3, we add only ed to change its form. Okay, for example, play become played, repair become repaired, behave become behaved, work worked. So V1 is work, V2 is worked, and V3 is also worked. Okay, so here it is very simple. Regular verbs are very simple. To change its form from first form to second form and second form to third form, we just need to add ed. It is very easy to remember and read and write. But what are irregular verbs? Let's move. We will understand. Verbs that doesn't follow any pattern. Okay, first form is different than second form is different than third form. We call it as irregular verbs. What are regular verbs? Regular verbs, to change from first form of verb to second form and third form, it just need only ed. Okay, from V1 to V2 and V3, we just need ed to add. And irregular verbs, the first form is entirely different than second form, and second form is entirely different than third form. Okay, for example, the first form of verb is go. The second form, V2 form of verb is went. The third form, V3 form of verb is gone. Speak is V1 form of verb. From V1 to V2, how do we change? Speak, spoke. And V3 form of verb is spoken. Speak, spoke, spoken. See, you see, first form is different, second form is different, and third form is different. So we call this type of verbs are irregular verbs. So regular verb is clear to you, irregular verb is clear to you. Now we will move to simple verbs. Simple verbs also falls under the category of irregular verbs. These are nothing new verbs, but I just classified this as simple verbs because this is very simple to read, write, speak, because it does not change its forms. Now, for example, V1 form of verb is same, V2 form of verb is same, and V3 form of verb also same. It does not change at all. Like there are some list of verbs which does not change. So I will share with you. See here in some sample, you could see a cut. V1 form is cut, V2 form is cut, V3 form is cut. Here hit, put. So all these forms are simple forms. Okay, simple forms is also irregular form only, but I have just made a separate list. So this list you should have to memorize it. You need to memorize. You cannot say, for example, hurt. I hurt myself. I hurted myself. You cannot say. If you're talking about past also, you should say I hurt myself yesterday. So cut, put, shut, hit, hit, hurt, let, bet, cost, cast, quit, burst, spread. Yeah, in this read also will come, like read. Okay, so here it is written same, read is written in v1, v2, v3, but when we speak this read changes its form, like for example read, read. This is one exception in this simple form. So this simple form, I want you to take the screenshot and memorize it and keep it in mind. When you read, when you write, you don't change its form. If you're talking about present, past or perfect also, it has its it doesn't changes its form. What we learned so far, verbs are word in a sentence that gives action and that gives time. And verbs are of two types. One is regular verbs and another one is irregular verb. Regular verb is that to change from first form to second form and third form, we need to add only ed along with the base form of verb. And irregular verbs are first form is different than second form is different than third, that are known as irregular verb. And what are simple verbs? Simple verb is also a form of irregular verb, but here in simple form, all v1, v2, v3 is same, it does not change. So I hope this much is clear to you, and if it is clear, please type clear so that we can proceed further. Now we have two types of verbs again, okay, two classification of verb. One is main verb and other one is helping verb. Main verb and helping verb. So what are main verbs? Main verbs are the action words which describe what a subject does, okay, either physical or mental. They can stand alone, they have a meaning of their own. What are main verbs? Main verbs are action or time describing verb that can stand alone. For example, here some example I have given, not all, like okay, sit, sing, read, write, drive, cry, dance, kick, jump. All these are main verbs. And we have also helping verbs. Helping verbs and or auxiliary verbs. So what are helping verb and auxiliary verbs? As the name suggests, it helps the main verbs. As name suggests, it helps the main verbs. Helping verb or auxiliary verbs are the verbs that helps the main verb. So they provide additional information as such, time and mode. Now here, helping verb, there are two types of helping verbs. Main verb, you know, that can stand alone in a sentence, like go, come, eat, do, write. All these are main verbs. And we have helping verb. Helping verbs are of two types. One is primary helping verb and second one is modal auxiliary helping verb. Okay, primary helping verbs are verbs that can act like a helping verb, that can act like helping verb, okay, that helps the main verb. Or else primary helping verb can also come as a main verb. It performs two roles. Primary helping verbs can perform two roles. One is like act like a helping verb, and sometimes it can come as the main verb. We'll see what are the primary helping verbs. Okay, works as helping verbs as well as main verbs. Example, do. Be form of verb, do form of verb, be form of verb, and have form of verb. Okay, I will make a separate video on this do form of verb, be form of verb, and have form of verb. But just now for time being, I will give you small little understanding what is do form of verb, be form of verb, and have form of verb. Okay, do is unique because it functions both as helping verb and the main verb. in different contexts. Here are some examples of helping verb. So do as a helping verb. What is do is doing here? Do we are talking about do as a helping verb. In do form of verb, we have do, does and did. Okay, in do family, we have do, does and did. We'll see how we can use do as a helping verb. Okay, do, does and did. How we can use this as a helping verb. Now do, does and did we can use it to ask question. Whenever we are making question statement, at that time we can use the help do or does or did as a helping verb. Let's see. Do you like coffee? Do you like tea? Do you like this movie? So now here what we are asking some question. Main action is like. Okay, do you like coffee? Do you like movie? Do you like reading? So now here like is the main action, but do is acting like a helping verb here. Do you like reading? Do you like this movie? Do you like coffee? Now does again live. Okay, does she live here? So the main action in this sentence is live. Okay? And does is acting like a helping verb. It is helping live. Does she live here? And now in the third sentence you could see, did they finish their work? Did they finish their work? Again, finish is the main action word in a sentence, and did is acting like a helping verb to finish. Okay, did they finish their work? So here how to ask question, and here do, does and did are acting like a helping verb, not like a main verb. Now here in negative sentence, I do not know the answer. So here I do not know the answer. So the main verb in the sentence is no. No is main verb, and do again here it is acting like a helping verb. I do not know the answer. She does not like spicy food. So like is the main action. Does not. Okay, so she does not like the spicy food. So does is acting like a helping verb here. They did not go to the party. So go is the main verb. They did not go to the party. Action, what action here is going action. They did not go to the party. Go is the main verb. But did is acting like a helping verb. They did not go to the party. Okay, so here in negative sentence you see do, does and did as a helping verb came to support the main verb. Now here sometimes to emphasize also we use the helping verb do, does or did. I do understand your point. For strong affirmation, I do understand your point. That means you're putting more stress on do. Okay, I understand your point. Here we are more emphasizing that I do understand. Okay, so here sometimes to emphasize also we use does. He does care about you. She did try her best. So here do, does and did came as a helping verb for emphasizing. Now so far we learned that do, does and did acted like a helping verb. Now we will see do is acting as a main verb. For example, I do yoga every morning. That means I perform the action of doing yoga. So some do is coming here, not like a helping verb. Do in the sentence here is the main verb. She does her homework on time. So does is not acting like a helping verb. Does is the main verb. She does her homework. He did his job well. So here did is not as a helping verb. Did is in the sentence is main verb. So previous slides we learned do, does and did as a helping verb. Now in this you see do, does and did are doing the main verb. Okay, main action. Now we will see be. As I told, be. I will explain this be form of verb is really very deep topic and need more time. Okay, so that is why I will take this I will make it as a separate video, but here I'm just giving you a short overview of what is be. So be form of verb is like am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been, all these are be form of verb. So be form of verb also can act like a helping verb and also can act like a main verb. Like for example, be form of verb So here, for example, okay, he is studying for the exam. So in this sentence, studying is the main verb. Is acting like a helping verb. Is coming to tell the time, present time, and it is helping the main verb, that is studying. Whenever we use ing form of verb, so whenever we use progressive tense, we use present progressive tense, we use Amazon. In the second sentence, the cake was baked by the mother. So bake is the main verb, okay, main action. Was baked, was is coming like, because it is a passive sentence, okay, it is a passive voice, so was is acting like a helping verb. Now Amazon as a main verb describe the state or condition. For example, she is a doctor. It is telling the state of being. They are human beings. We are doctors. They were happy with the results. Okay, she is a doctor. I am a teacher. They are happy. So all these are Amazon, again it is showing the state of being or condition. So it can act like a main verb or it can also act like a helping verb. Now come to have or has. Now we'll see have as a helping verb and have as a main verb. Have we used to form perfect tenses. I have finished my homework. She has been waiting for an hour. So here finished, I have finished my homework. Finished is the main action and have is acting like a helping verb here. She has been waiting for an hour. So waiting is the main action and has, again it has come here like a helping verb. Now have, has, had as a main verb. I have a new car. Now here have means it comes in the possession. I own a car. I own a new car. He has a car. So have, has and had can come as a main verb as well as it can also come as a helping verb. Now modal auxiliary verbs. What are modal auxiliary verbs? Modal auxiliary verbs are verbs that comes only like a helping verb, that cannot stand alone in a sentence, that cannot come as a main verb. It always and always comes as an helping verb. Modal auxiliary verbs works as only helping verbs. They need main verbs after them. Modal verbs immediately followed by the base form of verb. So whenever you have to keep it in mind, whenever you are using modal auxiliary verb, soon after the verb, the base form of verb, the first child of the verb family, that is even form of verb, will come. The example of modal auxiliary verbs are may, might, can, could, should, must, ought to, will, shall, would. All these are examples of auxiliary verbs that cannot come alone, that need the main verb along with it. So you got the difference between primary helping verb and modal auxiliary verb. Primary helping verb can come as a helping verb as well as they can come as the main verb. But modal auxiliary verbs can only come as a helping verb. They cannot come as a main verb. Okay, and soon after modal auxiliary verbs, the base form of verb will come. I hope this far is clear to you. Now helping verb can also tell about time. So present time, to tell present time, we use am, is, are. For example, I am a teacher. So that means at present I am a teacher. She is a teacher. That means at present she is a teacher. They are student. So at present they are student. Past. For past we use helping verb was, were. Future, we use helping verb will, shall to talk about future time. Present time am, is, are. Past time was, were. Future time will, shall as a helping verb we use. The children are playing outside. In this sentence, in the first sentence, you could see the children are playing. Playing is the main verb. Are is the helping verb that is supporting the main verb. And are tells present time. Okay, at moment the kids are playing, the children are playing. I will go to water park tomorrow. So the go is the main verb and will is a helping verb, and will tells the future time. Tomorrow, I'm not talking about present, I'm talking about tomorrow, future action. Okay, I will go to water park tomorrow. In English grammar, there are 23 helping verbs. The first form of helping verb is be form of verb. So to be form of verb, in present we use am is are. Okay, in past we use was were, and we have be form of verb, that is be, been and being. Forms of have. So forms of have, that is have and has for present and had for future. Do form of verb. We use does and do for present, and we use did for future. Sorry, did we use for past. So modal verbs shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must. They are used to express ability, probability, possibility, permission, obligation, etc. They do not change their forms and spellings with changes in tenses. So one thing you should keep it in mind, whether you are using the help modal verbs in present or past or in future, like it doesn't changes its form, it remains same, unlike the main verb, okay, which changes its forms when it travels in time. When any form of verb that travels in time, past, present, future, it changes its form, whereas helping verb, modal verb, it doesn't changes its forms. When it travels in time, it doesn't change its form. So friends, I believe this topic verb is clear to you. What are verbs, types of verbs, forms of verbs, regular verbs, irregular verbs, main verbs, helping verb, or auxiliary verbs. So all this is clear to you, and if you have any doubts, please do comment and let me know. I will try to help you in understanding this topic. So friends, if you find the video informative, please do comment and let me know. Please do like, share and subscribe the channel, and I will meet you in my upcoming videos with some more interesting topics. Till then, do take care of yourself, keep learning, keep studying. Bye for now.